$13.8 billion. That's how massive Florida's fishing industry is. With over 4 million active anglers, it's no wonder that some amazing businesses have been built in this field. The individuals that build these businesses have a creative spirit about them that really can only be described as uniquely American. In this video, myself and 7 other creators invade a massive property hosted by the owners of Salt Strong. I'm bringing you all their story, documented in a weekend of fishing, smack talk, cooking, and so much more. So buckle up, because this video is unlike anything I've ever created before. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I am at this awesome property here with a bunch of people that you all might recognize. We're all here at this giant house on the water on the west coast of Florida, and we're here for a giant meetup organized by Salt Strong. So let's walk in and see what's up, see who's here. So in front of me, I have Joe and Luke Simons, the owners of Salt Strong. They're the owners of the company that put together this whole weekend. So as opposed to me explaining what Salt Strong is, I'm gonna have them explain to you guys, and kind of like, let's say you're in the back of an Uber and you're explaining to your Uber driver what your company is.
Yeah, the elevator pitch is we're the largest online fishing club in America for saltwater anglers. But it started off as not a club, it was all about education, because we were ex-bass fishermen, got into snook fishing, crushed it like our first couple trips, like this is so easy, and then what happened?
Then we struggled, and
Yes.
we struggled for a long time, and we eventually just started teaching fishing, and then the club started, where it's all about just helping anglers catch redfish, sea trout, snook, flounder, and now we have tackle as well. So we guarantee everybody catches more fish and saves money on all the tackle they need.
Yep, 35,000 members now, and growing like crazy. And yeah, we wanted to put this together, like, man, there's so many awesome YouTubers and content creators, and we had met half you guys, and let's have a weekend together. This has been an absolute blast.
As opposed to arbitrarily introducing you guys to all the anglers we had this weekend, I decided to go around and ask everyone the same question. Who, out of the anglers we had present that weekend, is the last person you would want to take you fishing? So, question of the day for you, Brant. Who is the last person out of the anglers that we have here that you would want to go, or you would want to have take you fishing?
Well, I'm gonna say it because I immediately thought it, and that would be Fishaholic. Because the dude is way more hardcore than me. And as you can see, it's lightning, it's raining, and he's out there in it right now.
Dragging poor JC.
And I'm sitting here eating a sandwich.
You know, immediately my mind went to JC, just for, you know, like personal reasons and everything. But looking at Rich out there right now, dragging around JC, I kind of feel bad for JC for once in my life. So probably gonna have to go with Rich on this one too.
Oh my.
Bearded Brad, who is the last person you would want to take you fishing?
I was gonna say Rich, but since everybody else did, I'm gonna have to go with Brant. And only because he is lazy, and when he gets his video, he wants to go home. Whether I have my video or not, if it's up to him and he's got his video, he's going home. So because of that reason,
I'm gonna have to say Rich. Even though I don't know him like that, but I do not want to be out there in the rain.
You're hearing the smack talk from everyone else, you're like, yeah, that doesn't sound too fun out there.
Do not want to be out there right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to side with the majority here, definitely Rich, because probably wouldn't have made it home alive. JC, hopefully he's still back out there, you know.
JC is having the time of his life. I'm not guys
we're gonna see Rich dragging him in shortly. So.
You can say me, because I kind of took you fishing one time and we didn't catch anything.
No, I had a good time. Probably whoever wins, which will probably be Rich, because whoever's like a way better angler than me, I'd rather not fish with them so that I can look better. So whoever wins this thing, I don't want to fish with them.
I'm gonna say Rich. I consider myself someone who can fish in pretty bad conditions, you know, being northeast, being cold and whatnot, but as soon as I see lightning, I'm out of here, right? I don't want to die. So the fact that the man's still out there and we've seen multiple crashes of lightning, he's out of his mind.
How's the weather out there?
It was a ride, you know, it's fun.
Your body language and JC's body language are two different people right now.
Gotta answer this.
So this is a question that I asked every single person here. Yeah. You and Rich are the only two that are left.
Oh, who is the last person?
Yeah, the last person.
Like out of all of us.
Yeah, you have to pick.
Everybody answer this.
Yeah, everyone answered.
So I can't feel bad for saying anybody.
Exactly.
God, I'm looking around, I don't know.
It could be the person you just went out with.
Probably Rich now after that. I mean, he'll catch fish, but he might die. So
Everyone's answer is like, I feel bad for old JC out there. He's about to get.
I feel bad for me too.
I've asked every single angler here.
The last person.
Yeah, so the person you would least want to take you fishing.
Maybe JC, because he was complaining about every second. He was ready to go back when we got there.
Who do you think was the most common answer to that question?
Me?
It was.
Oh, right.
And that's because we're all out there and we're like, Rich is so hardcore, man. He's out there in the lightning and the thunderstorm. We're all like, nah, I'm not about that life.
You didn't get all the votes, but you got most of them.
Well, I feel honored. Thank you.
We basically just all agreed you are the most hardcore of this group of anglers.
Thanks.
One of the owners of Salt Strong, Joe, offered me up to use his paddleboard, so I'm out here on this paddleboard. This is that first evening, it's like Friday evening. I'm gonna go out here, up on these flats in front of me, up on this shallow area, and see if I can pull a snook or something out. Don't really know what this water looks like or anything like that. I'm just gonna throw a couple lures around, see if I can just catch a fish. 1 or 2 fish, that'd be pretty cool. And the first spot I'm gonna try is this bridge up here. See if I can get anything to eat. Oh man, this is lower than I thought it was gonna be. Salt Strong jerkbait, Alabama leprechaun color. Just saw a blow up right here in front of me. I'm gonna cast in that area, see if I can get a bite. Probably a little snook or something, but a definite eat. I've been working up and down these mangrove lines. My literal first cast, once I changed to white, I hooked either a little snook or a little ladyfish, and the fish just shook the hook. But the only reason I knew what it was is because of how my leader is frayed up. Basically, the tide is coming at me, so I'm getting myself up tide and then cruising back, just drifting back naturally with the paddleboard and casting along these mangrove lines. So the theory is all the fish are going to sit with their head in their current, at least the predatory fish will. So I'm going to cast up current and bring my lure back to me with the current, making it kind of look like a natural presentation right into the face of whatever predatory fish are hanging out along this mangrove line. So all right, food is served. Matt is first in line. He's looking skinny. He needs to eat.
We're gonna catch crap for being fishermen and not having fish for dinner. Like you will get comments about that.
Has to be a keeper. So tomorrow, the whole goal is to feed this entire crew here. So the biggest snook gets this belt, and it has to be a keeper snook. We will make exceptions. That will go back to the judges. These are legit championship belts. They have a beach mom is sitting here drooling over it right now.
Look at that.
Look at that.
That's real. That's real.
Yeah, it's a nice whiting on there.
What do you
You Alabama guys have no idea what a trout is. Unbelievable. Never caught a gator trout in his life. And then the redfish belt. Now here is the special deal. Anyone who gets all 3 of them wins an extra $1,000.
What?
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. So they're all up for grabs. Winner takes them all. Just a redfish, and the guy went nuts over it. Like he went to bars and he was playing pool on them. It's gotta make one of each of you guys. This is the first time we've done this.
Good morning, everyone. Everyone is smiling, happy, really happy to be awake at 5:30.
Good morning.
Yeah. Matt used all the hot water, so no one got a shower other than that.
It was amazing.
But we're all rigging up, getting our stuff ready. We're gonna separate up into a bunch of different vessels, I guess. We're gonna have people in kayaks, boats, skiff, paddle boards. We're gonna go out, try and catch some fish, try and win one of those championship belts that I showed you guys last night. So we're packing everything out. Good luck, boys.
Well, I don't know where I'm going.
May the best boat win. Yeah, Despite our best efforts this morning to not get the boat off of the trailer, we finally launched the boat. We got an awesome crew of guys today. We got Bama Beach Bum, or Matt. We got Brent from See You Dude. Hey, this is his boat. Appreciate you taking us out.
No problem.
And we got Bearded Brad.
What's up?
So we got a couple Alabama boys, a couple Florida boys, and Brent's got a little bit of local knowledge. He's a West Coast guy, so we're gonna take his boat out, this beautiful 22 Sea Hunt, go try and catch some big fish, try and dominate the other groups of fishermen today. Hopefully one of us comes away with one of those championship belts, which you guys saw earlier.
And a grand. Like, if you win all three, you get a grand, right?
Yeah. I think so.
If one person gets the three biggest keeper of the three, you get a grand.
So what are we doing right now?
We're just cruising around this flat right here. It's a low tide. Just trying to get into this deeper pocket beyond this island. Get out of the wind too a little bit. Just kind of cruising over the spot right now. Trying not to hit bottom.
Okay, so we got what I was throwing yesterday off the paddle board. Nice little jerkbait rigged up on a worm hook. Got a lot of shallow water, beautiful seagrass, and a lot of current moving from my left to my right. So cast this bad boy out. Already seen a couple soak this morning. Matt had a blow up on his top water, so I think this should be a good presentation for him. Let's see if I can get a bite. So I just cast it at this point here. I just cast it at this point right here, and I'm working the jerkbait back towards me, and I see a wake come off of the mangroves. And I was like, oh, I'm getting waked. And then I finally get tight, the fish eats it, and I set the hook, and the jerkbait just comes flying back at the boat, almost takes out Matt and Brent. But it was probably like a little 20-something inch snook. My first bite of the day. We're working around here, moving a lot, but haven't had a lot of fish get in the boat yet. We're trying to get ourselves in a better position, have the tide coming at us as opposed to going away from us. See if we can get some fish in here. Has got him on. You got a nice fish, dude. You're good. You're good.
I don't want him going somewhere I don't want
him. He's not there yet. Looking a little jack-like.
Is it?
Could be.
I mean, I don't care. I don't fish.
Yeah, we got. Right. Man, it took 4 people to catch one fish or hook one fish this morning.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're fish on. I'm a little jacked up right now just because I wasn't anticipating. I just went back to the top water. The jack species. That's so cool, man. Oh yeah.
Alright, first fish in the boat.
This is like, well, I caught some little baby mangroves.
We needed a jack belt. We did not get a jack belt. We just moved to a different area. We got a grass flat in front of me, kind of drops up to, or like comes up to a sandbar. We're gonna throw jig head. We got the Slam Shady here. Definitely one of my favorite baits, made by Salt Strong. Right now, Salt Strong is running a promo that you guys can be a part of. It's kind of a deal for you guys to try a bunch of different baits. You literally can get 11 lures off of their website for a penny each, and then plus the cost of shipping. So you're getting 11 lures for, I don't know, $2.50, $3, something like that. Much cheaper than anything you're gonna get in a tackle shop, and you're gonna get a ton of variety, a ton of different baits to try. So go ahead and check down the link in the description, check that out. Head over to Salt Strong and see, just maybe pick up a couple baits that you haven't tried before.
There we go.
Oh, I got pin fished.
Fish on.
My man.
Is that a little trout? Whoa! I think it's a little trout.
Right species?
I think so.
Power pull down, dude.
Whoa, we're on it, boys.
Beach Bum's killing it today. Let's try the Fred out. Pinfish stole my tail on the Slam Shady. Throw this pink one out called the Fred. What is it? Fine
Fooling redfish.
Fooling redfish.
Every day.
There we go. Fish on. Ah,
Oh, is that a better one?
very.
Hype it up. Hype it up.
Yeah.
Come on now. Get him in here.
It's a keeper.
Get him in the boat. Oh my God, he's jumping, boys.
He's jumping. Look at that.
Ew. Get a little bigger.
Yeah, Brad, how big was yours?
Probably the same size as this. Wow, dude, this was probably the most golden trout I've ever caught. This is definitely the most golden trout I've ever caught. Beautiful coloration on this guy. Smoked the Slam Shady. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Oh no, smoked the Fred.
Fred.
Beautiful. Oh, we're in some fish now.
Got another one.
Beautiful.
I went to a bigger profile. Me too. I've got the bomber on. I'm trying to get a bigger
That's a fish. Woo! Trout number 2. Oh, later, buddy. Munching through the thread. Some days it doesn't matter what soft plastic you throw, and some days it really does. Right now we're getting a bunch of bites on a bunch of different baits, but that's why it does pay to have a bunch of different stuff with you. Put on another thread here. And there we go. Fish on. The Fred gets first blood. Oh, we got a Spanish.
Hey, we're eating
dinner, son.
like actually we could.
No, I'm throwing them in the box. Why not?
Come back with something.
Joe was saying we needed some fish.
I just saw half of your lure go fly.
Oh yeah, cute little Spanish. He's legal for sure, but I'll throw that guy. I don't mind eating these guys at all if they're fresh. Oh, dang, dude. But yeah, I'm gonna throw him in the box. Try not to get blood all over the boat. Okay, pass number 3. Had to get away from the qualified captain that literally motored up right in front of us and just put his boat right where we were fishing. Don't be like that guy, guys. It's not cool. He did, I guarantee he didn't even do it intentionally. He's just so oblivious to everything around him that he just literally just motored up and just started put his boat right where we were fishing. Oh my God, that was such a good bite. He literally like picked it up off the bottom.
Oh,
yeah.
Sean.
Oh yeah. Oh, double!
Power pull down.
Oh, look at that double.
Oh!
I'm actually look
at the double.
I think yours is.
Oh, we might have a keeper.
Get over here.
That could be a keep.
Wow, he is just swimming out the boat. Or mackerel. Mackerel.
Whoa! I just caught one too. Did you see that? Dude, I was literally looking at you, like holding it in the water, and a mackerel ate it.
There you go. Hey, we're coming back with mackerel.
Oh my God, boys.
I hooked mine in the belly. That
It's
thing.
gonna be a fish fry tonight.
Bringing home the bacon.
I'm just saying that's two for Florida boys, 0 for Bama boys. Got my tail cut off on my Fred by something, and I casted it out and just started working it really fast. And I got Beach Bum's favorite fish. Yes. Got myself a little snack size Jack Crevalle. Literally didn't even have the paddle tail left on the Fred, just moving it really fast. Sometimes it's all about presentation. See that? A mackerel had cut the tail off. Ooh, almost fell off the boat. What am I supposed to say? See you, dude.
Oh, there's a fish.
Yeah?
Little something, little snook or something.
Come on, dude, bring it in.
We need a
biggest snook of the day.
Wow.
Is that a mangrove? What is that?
Look kind of like a mangrove.
Yeah, it's like a decent.
Is that a keeper mangrove?
It's a little red.
No way.
Oh,
look at
baby
that
guy.
thing.
How you doing?
It's pretty.
Hey, man.
First red of the day.
If that's the only red between all the groups, you get the red fish belt.
Can we talk about how he choked that
Dude,
power prawn?
that man's
for being
hungry.
That little guy? Yeah. First redfish of the boat. First redfish of the day for me. Cute little guy right there.
Dude,
I like his spot.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, he's really like orange and bronze right now. That's cool. Did it.
Throughout the morning, we kept hearing rumblings to our south of a giant thunderstorm. So we kept pretty close tabs on what the weather was supposed to be. We knew by noon it was going to be pretty much unfishable up and down the coast because a giant red cell of thunderstorms was just building pretty much everywhere. So we packed it up, headed back to the ramp, hoping we were going to be able to beat the storm.
Oh my gosh.
Getting blown away over here.
It's probably terrible wind noise right now. Woof. It just picked up.
Made it, didn't die, headed back to the house.
So what would you guys say has been the biggest learning experience when like building this company? What would you say? Like the thing, maybe something you didn't expect, something along those lines?
Well, I can tell you we made a lot of mistakes, and we really didn't have a business plan going into this.
Okay.
We knew we wanted to teach people fishing. Like, we knew that there was a market for that. We knew with the internet, there was a huge market for, right? Prior to that, the only way to really learn fishing was to read a magazine, which by the time the magazine hits your front door, it's 90 days old.
Yep.
Fishing TV shows, love watching them, it's entertaining, but you know, by the time you see it on TV, it's
a year
way
later.
old. And so we were like, man, how can we do real time, like on the water reports? But we didn't know how to make a business out of it. So I would just say the first thing that always comes to my mind is apparel. Like we went like almost nipple deep in apparel, and like to the point we were drowning in it, and it became not fun. We had no idea that like women return like 35% of everything they buy, if not more, and we almost like destroyed our company going into apparel. That was a massive learning lesson. But I think you would agree with me, once we dialed in the Insider Club and said that is our business model, that's the foundation of the company, that's when everything started taking off.
It gave you like a direction. Then.
You got
and it was what people asked for, because the people that we had coming for help was just, hey, I want to catch more fish more consistently, and apparel obviously isn't going to do that, and so we just really focused on just fishing tips, on just doing really good, helpful fishing tips.
What would you guys say your favorite part about the company is, maybe right now?
So like this right here, like just being out and meet some great people. The customers are amazing. This is we're in retirement services before, and we couldn't say we loved our customers, and now like everybody's just awesome. It's been a night and day difference.
We had a really big aha moment. Our grandfather passed away in the beginning of Salt Shoal in the early years. It was a celebration. He made it 94 years old.
Wow.
And he was a really big fisherman, owned who knows dozens and dozens of boats over the years. And 12 grandkids, Luke and I being 2 of them, and at his little, funeral service afterwards, we were sitting around having beers, all 12 grandkids, and we were telling stories, like our favorite memories of him. And the wildest thing happened, out of all these 12 grandkids, we're all wired differently, all live in different areas, and every one of us were talking about experiences and memories that he created on the water, or the little beach house he had in Daytona Beach, and not one of us mentioned, oh, here's what he bought me for Christmas in 2008, like none of us even mentioned that stuff. And remember when it hit us afterwards, like, man, like this is bigger than just fishing, like we're creating memories for people. Absolutely. Right? And so what gives us kind of the goosebumps is when we get an email from one of our members saying, hey, like, I'm a single mom or single dad, or I'm a grandparent, you guys literally helped me create this memory with my kid or grandkid, and they show a picture of the family smiling. I was like, that's it, like creating memories that matter. I mean, how cool is that?
That is awesome.
And now it's evolved into working with people like you guys, and like we were just giddy. Like, how cool is this, right?
I'm sure you did not expect this 10 years ago, or 15 years ago, or anything like this. So, I think my personal question, I would say, you all built a 7-figure business that people describe as like a giant fishing family, right? Yeah. So that's where our title for the day's video is probably going to come in. Something along those lines. Yeah. But you guys have built this giant 7-figure business. Where do you see it going in, like, let's say the next 5-10 years maybe? Or is it, is there a giant plan going forward?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Okay.
So it really boils down to one thing. Okay. And we have it outlined. We have the property picked out, and we are going to do a fishing theme park. It's about 1,000 acres, and we're going to have like a legitimate like theme park all around fishing, with tournaments from kids all the way to adults. Have RV park, restaurant, hotels, the whole deal.
That's where it's all been going. Yeah. That was really from day one. That was just we wanted to do it just because that's what's needed, right? So many kids are just stuck behind their tablet or whatever, and this is the way just for them to get outside. It'll be focused on just the outdoors and getting kids and families together without the technology getting in the way.
That's ridiculous. I didn't know anything about this, so my mind is blown, and I have a million more questions.
We'll give you a free annual pass.
Yeah, a million more questions, but those aren't going to be answered today. Let's get back to the rest of the video.
It stormed pretty hard for around 3 hours, leaving us at about 3 p.m. Then, the rain and the lightning suddenly stopped. So we all decided we were going to fish from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. in any way that we wanted, and officially end the contest at 5 p.m., then name our winners. I decided that I really wanted to explore these backwaters and see if I could find a redfish tucked up in one of these creeks.
Later, boys. Good luck. This is amazing back here. This looks like just old Florida. Some big, giant trees. Look at the palm trees coming over, all this grass, all this kind of tannic colored water. Imagine how much of the state used to look like this before we really developed everything, but this is pretty darn cool. I've seen
like a little bit of action. A jack was like popping like a shrimp or something. I went over there, casted. He swiped at my bait a couple times, swiped at the power prawn. I was throwing that, but just didn't get a hookup. Now I'm just kind of working my way back up in here, flicking the spiders off of me, and just, you know, checking out the scenery. Earlier I saw a little freaking raccoon scamper down one of the trees. This is just very, very cool to explore. Maybe I'll find a tailing redfish, or, you know, maybe a little snook or something like that back up in here. The looking little outflow here really looks good. We had a lot of rain. Maybe some fish are going to be sitting in it. There's just a really big eat right here. Oh, there's a jack in front of me. Maybe it was a jack. The eat was like right here up on this bank. It really reminded me of the reds in South Carolina, how they would come up onto the bank and eat like a snail or a shrimp or something like that they had pushed up onto the bank and just pop it right there. So in total, I think I saw 6 jacks, got 1 bite from a jack, didn't get the hook in him, saw a couple blow-ups, saw 1 redfish, literally at the end, was pushing up into the back of this creek, and I went right over like a little 18-inch redfish. So definitely not as many fish back there as I thought it was gonna be, but really cool to explore back up in there, especially on the paddleboard. I am here cleaning up some of those Spanish mackerel that we got earlier today. And y'all, it's been a couple years since I cleaned a Spanish, to tell you the truth. These are actually some of the first fish that I really filleted myself. As a kid, we would go fish this area called Peck's Lake, which if you're from Southeast Florida, you know that is an area to go catch some Spanish mackerel. Super, super popular. And these guys, they're fairly easy to actually get the meat off of the bone. But the hard part with these guys is skinning them. So they have very, very thin skin, and you'll tend to miss a lot of pieces of the skin when you do them. But I have some fond memories of being probably 13, 14 years old and just filleting like 30 of these guys just with my buddy, and, you know, we're hacking away at them. Definitely not getting the most yield off of these fish, but it's good, you know, it's just funny to think about all those years ago. I'm still doing the same thing right now, just in a different setting with a different group of people. But beautiful little fish. I'm gonna try a recipe that I learned in Panama. Some Peruvian gentlemen that were at the lodge when we were down there showed me this raw fish recipe, basically a fish carpaccio. It was delicious. So we're gonna try that out with this mackerel. We'll see you guys in the kitchen. I want to give a quick shout out to the fam over at Danco. It's a fillet knife that I'm using, and they're also my plier sponsor, fillet knife sponsor. Awesome group of anglers, awesome company that I work with. So you guys can use my code RyanMorie10 to save yourself 10% off. They support me, so do me a favor and go out and support those guys. Appreciate y'all. So here we are. I've been thinly slicing this mackerel up into just tiny little pieces. Definitely not a sushi chef by any means. But I'm just slicing it up into very tiny little bite-sized pieces, slapping it on this platter here, and then I'm gonna add all the fixins. Is that what y'all say up there? All the fixins. Very first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add just a little bit of salt, just a fine bit of salt onto here. We're gonna add some lemon juice for a little bit of acidity. Now we are going to add some capers right here. These are very, very vinegary, so I'm going to try and drain a little bit of the vinegar before I add these guys in here. So not too much vinegar, but enough that it's going to add the flavor that we want. I'm going to add some fresh basil leaf. Now we're gonna add a little bit of olive oil and some more Parmesan cheese because everyone likes Parmesan cheese.
Chef Ryan Morie in the house right here, and that is some fresh Spanish mackerel that we caught today. I didn't catch, but other people in the house did. I don't even know if you need them.
All right, let's dig in, boys.
Sweet.
Grab a little fork. Make sure it's not poisonous.
Yeah, Chef's gonna check it.
A little basil. I know it's gonna be delicious. You guys gotta try this.
You wanna hold my camera real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet.
All right, folks, we're about to try the Spanish mackerel right here. It looks delicious. That's good, man.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Really, really good.
Everyone else gotta dig in now.
That is super good. Like,
Spanish makes a great roll.
not even kidding, dude.
Red's bag with the 22.
I just whipped up plate number 2 of the carpaccio, finished off the Spanish mackerel.
It's already like half gone. Man.
Yeah, absolutely. We got some redfish and other miscellaneous fish that got cooked up on the grill, some blackening seasoning. It's delicious. And this is really, this is what it's all about, right? Bringing a bunch of people together, cooking fish, enjoying some time, meeting new people, and I feel really, really lucky to be here, and pretty stoked that Salt Strong kind of set this up and brought all this group of people together, because I knew of a lot of these guys, but I didn't get a chance to meet them in person until now. So it's been an awesome weekend, and we got a whole lot of action for you guys tomorrow.
So this is the award ceremony for the Inshore Slam tournament from Salt Strong here. We had an amazing day. It was tough. We worked our tails off, and we only have 2 out of 3 winners. To recap what happened here, we have a snook belt that no one has won. We might have a winner tomorrow for the barramundi. We might do something different. We have a trout one, which might go to you. Oh, do you see his arms?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
And then the redfish, we also have a winner as well. We had a deal. If anyone won all 3, it would be $1,000 extra cash money. But no one won all 3. Tell us about it. How big was the trout?
Trout was 18 and a quarter.
That's what it takes.
We call that a gator on the West Coast.
3.5 inch.
So the brand new winner, the first ever Salt Strong Trout Championship belt. Legit leather.
That's actually really cool.
That's so cool, dude. Goes to Thani.
Woo! Yes, sir! Sam Shady made it happen.
You gotta put it on like the UFC.
So strong, baby! Yes,
That
sir.
is awesome. And I believe the man, the myth, the legend, staring at you, Rich.
The guy that no one wants to fish with.
Tell us the story. You dragged a young man around for 5, 6, 7 hours.
Yeah, I was putting
Almost
him through
killed
the
him.
ringer. He needs a lot to be put through to know what it takes to be a professional fisherman. And I thought he was going to have it, but then I had to pull out a 23-incher.
All right, so he had a 21, and then you trumped him?
Yeah, I pulled out a 23. Yeah, and actually, it fits actually. Kind of. Right there.
We come up with something special tomorrow.
Okay, I think we got to come up with something special for the biggest barramundi.
Stay tuned.
Good morning, beach bums. What's going on? This is what, day 2? The last morning that most of us are gonna be here at this giant property here, sipping some coffee, about to pack up all our stuff, and then we are headed to the center of the state, and we're gonna be after a fish that I don't think any of us have ever caught before. I
have eaten one.
You eat one?
We at an Asian market.
What the heck?
A barramundi.
Yeah, so we're after a barramundi. This is a species that's pretty exclusive to Australia. However, Florida man finds a way to, do all things. And there's a Florida man that has created a giant area with a bunch of barramundis in some ponds, and we're gonna go do some fishing for those. So we'll see you guys over there. We just pulled up to a very special place, a very unique place to the entire United States. We are at Osceola Outback. So we have all of these giant artificial ponds that have been built, and they are full of a species that I've never caught before, a barramundi. A species that really only exists in Australia and right here. So we got everyone here, all getting their rods rigged up. We're covered in love bugs. It's really, really hot. So we're gonna get out here, see if we can get on a nice midday bite and catch some barramundi. All right. We are starting out with the Slam Shady. We got our barbs crunched down on these guys because we don't want to put too big of holes in these barramundis' mouths. And they're all catch and release in the first place. So we're gonna throw this bad boy out here, see if we can get our very first barramundi. Oh, that's nice. That's a little one? That's pretty good.
Yeah, we got him 25 pounds.
Do you really? And how big are they when you first get them?
Like an inch long.
Like an inch long, huh?
Yeah.
That's a pretty
Probably
fish.
an inch by a half inch.
You know how big they get in the wild?
Over 100 pounds.
Really?
IGFA record's like 96 pounds.
Wow.
So.
That's wicked. Oh, he wanted that bait too. And it's Rapala X Wrap.
Watch. This fish is what? How big do you think he is? 2 pounds?
Yeah, maybe.
All right, fill the leader right there. Now you see how long I had him on.
Mm-hmm.
That's 50.
Yeah, he got you.
So
very similar to a snook or a tarpon.
You can see the gill plates on him.
Yeah, that's wicked.
With him, but you can feel his lips. He ain't got no teeth.
Yeah.
He just got
a
little sandpaper, but he's got a violent head shake. So
Mm-hmm.
he'll shake his head really hard.
Yeah, that's wicked.
Problem is, he's got my line jacked up all the way up past that bait because he ate it head first.
Oh, yeah.
See, it's frayed all the way up
Yep,
here.
time to retie.
You'll find once you get bit, you'll find like maybe a 10 by 10 foot little section out there where all your bites will come from. Once you get them going. Hey, he can use that net, but he'll probably be zip tying it when he leaves here. Gonna have holes in it.
There we go.
There we go.
Whoa, buddy. Woo. Woo, buddy. Oh, look at that drag screaming action. That is sick. That is sick. It was like, I was casting for a while.
What are you using, Alabama Leprechaun?
This is Alabama Leprechaun. Made by Salt Strong on a worm hook. Wow, that's sick. What a cool fish, man. What a cool fish. They're stronger than I thought they were gonna be. Oh yeah. Come on over here, buddy. Yeah, could you do me a favor, Joe, and grab my big camera? Yeah. It's sitting on my center console in my truck.
If you bring them up on the bank, give them slack line, they'll go dormant and just lay there. Like
Yeah.
The snook will do the same thing.
Yep.
Watch this one. A jerk will shake really, really hard, and he's hard to hold on to.
Yep. They're similar to like
a plug. I don't stick my hand in their mouth with a.
There it is, my very first barramundi. It's probably like, I don't know, 3.5, 4 pounder, something like that, but crazy fish. Very, similar acting, I'd say, to snook and tarpon, if that's like the closest thing I would say we have here. Rough mouth, aggressive, finicky sometimes, but very, very cool, very, very appreciative to be able to get out here and do this. And man, what an awesome fish. Crazy to think that they grow up to like 100 pounds possibly. Absolutely wild. Let's get them released. Oof, man. That's like
well done.
If a snook and a tarpon, and a triple tail all had a baby together. That's kind of like the look of it. Oh man. Yeah. Rich has got them on.
Stay hooked, baby. Stay hooked. Stay hooked. You got him caught? Nope. Nice.
Nope, he's right there.
Nice.
Oh, there you go, dude. I know you fish alone all the time, but you don't got to do it all alone.
Thanks, bro.
You want me to hold your GoPro for you?
First barra. That'd be awesome. Check that out.
Are we in Australia or what?
We're not, but almost as good. This is epic. First barramundi ever. Got him on the Alabama Leprechaun.
Oh, dang, that's 2 on the Alabama Leprechaun. I'm over to the Dink Pond with the Dink Boys.
The Dink Boys. The Dink Boys. The West Coast Boys. Hey, we were looking for a team name yesterday. It's the Dink Boys now.
100%. I came over here, casted the jerk shad that I caught my fish on in the first pond. Didn't get any bites. Everyone's getting bit on paddle tails over here and jig heads, so that was nice. Oh, double header.
Whose is bigger?
I mean, mine's small, but he's got a good personality.
Yeah, he's better looking.
No, don't do it to me. Don't do it.
Hey, dude.
I think mine's not too much bigger. That one's not bad. Dude, it's
Pretty little bear.
Ryan, what you got there?
Pretty little bear Monday.
Aw.
Hey, bro. Cheers.
Size matters.
Oh. Go out. The gold digger. No paddle tail. Paddle tail came off. I think we're still gonna catch one. And again, you guys can get 11 lures for a penny. You guys can get 11 lures for a penny. Link in my bio. Just got to pay a little bit of shipping, but you can try out a bunch of these different lures. And obviously right now it doesn't really matter what we throw, but a lot of the times it does, especially fishing salt. So try them out. Use the link in the description. Helps your boy out.
Music and voiceover, right?
Oh!
Oh! Gotta love it.
No paddle tail needed.
Is that just a jig hatch?
Is the paddle tail, but the tail had ripped off.
Gotcha.
Woo, buddy. Woo, look at that guy. JC, small fishing. So, y'all, you can see these things fray just like a snook. That is 40-pound leader, and that fish was tiny, and he frayed. Oh! What the heck? Can you explain what you were just doing? Oh, he hooked up over there too.
Figure 8 with the Slam Shady 2.0, and they came and hammered it.
I've seen a video of you doing that with a snook before.
Yeah, I've done it with snook. Now we're going Australian style.
Oh my God. And that got him fired up. Uh-huh. Just caught my best one. This is an awesome fish. Probably 6-pounder. Smoked it. Luke was doing the what's it called, the figure 8, and got them fired up, and he ate. All right, that is the end of an epic weekend with an epic group of guys. Huge thanks to Salt Strong for setting everything up.
Thank you guys. Awesome.
Absolutely. Go ahead, check out my link, 11 lures for a penny, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Woo!